Don't let the devil trick you out your position. Whatever the Most High got you doing, you keep on pushing. Cause as the day go by, we one day closer to our kingdom.
Thing you have to learn is, especially when you are a baby saint, God can use any minister to minister to you. You'll be growing and everything by that word. But then when somebody comes along, some heretic hunter, and begins to say something about that minister that you're receiving from, it cuts you off in your development. In other words, your spiritual development becomes arrested and your growth is stunted. And after that, you don't trust anybody because who you was following, you thought they was this, and somebody came along and said, well, did you know this about them? And it slandered them, and it caused you to be cut off from that person. Even if the person had been fell later on in their ministry. Most ministries don't start out wrong. Eddie Long didn't start out wrong. These guys are not starting out to be false, but they just like you, they fall. They get into sin. Demons attack them more than they attack you. And so they get off. And when they get off, you have to learn to get off. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you ride, you follow them as they follow Christ. And once they stop, once they get off, you get off with them. You know, you just get off the bus, and you know, but you shouldn't go back and then attack them and try and destroy the good things that they did plan in your life. See, that's balance. Where okay, you might be off now, but God used you to sow some powerful foundational seeds in my life when I was a baby Christian, and I grew from that. So just because of what God used you to do then, I'm still gonna have honor for you even if you got off. I just can't follow what you're saying now, but I'm not gonna stab you through the heart. Y'all got what I'm saying? So this spirit is just so on the body right now, man. It's like, you know, they just attack anybody that don't have a narrow understanding of their narrow interpretation of the Bible. And some of them coming out of denominations, and some of them, like I was telling my wife, some of them are sitting in the dark on a computer. Most of them don't go to church. Most of them are so spiritual that they offended with everybody, and they sitting in caves like Elijah saying, Lord, I'm the only one left. Everybody has bowed their knee to Baal. They call me like that all the time and email me, and they talking about, well, you know, ain't nobody out there right, so I said, no, sir. You need to assemble yourselves with your brothers and sisters because you can't grow by yourself. The church is for fellowship so that so iron can sharpen iron. You need your brothers and sisters to train you in humility, to grow you up in maturity. Because when you all by yourself, you're not dealing with certain issues you have. That's the same way single folk don't know their issues till they get married. Then you got that spouse there, and all of a sudden they start bringing up stuff that you never thought was there. You thought you was humble. You thought you was going to walk in love. You thought y'all was going to love each other through everything. You even so cocky, you start trying to tell married people what they should do. That's a great mistake when you single to be thinking, well, I don't know why they don't just do the word. If they just do the word, me and my husband do it. Be quiet. Because when you get married, it's not that you're not going to know what to do. You're just going to be so fleshly and carnal, you ain't going to want to do it. You're going to want to win an argument, and you ain't going to want to do the word. So you won't even die to certain things unless you are in relationship or fellowship. Fellowship ain't just breaking bread, eating. Fellowship is tolerating you, putting up with you. Fellowship is learning how to deal with difficult people. Fellowship is learning how not to mold everybody into my image. And so if you hiding off in a cave somewhere with a sniper rifle, and that's what they doing, and they drive by on YouTube with sniper cats, and they use alias names so you don't know who they are. They do all kinds of stuff on there. But they are shipwrecking the faith of a lot of people because and listen, and a lot of people, a lot of times people are very sincere. Sometimes they're deceived to think God is really using them to expose stuff. I even had to tell people today, stop studying. I mean, now it's almost like people are just studying so much Illuminati and studying so much wrong. You can't even go on Facebook no more. It's always somebody studying something. It's like they hooked on knowledge. But the Bible says knowledge puffeth up. It make you vain. So they go research all this stuff and they studying that more than they studying Christ. And they're getting faith for trivial stuff. And so and that, y'all heard what I'm saying. So this is what the Lord began to deal with me about. And I actually had a video I'm uploading. I was doing a little teaching at home. I'm going to upload it today, but I was going to preach this tonight, then I'll upload that one tomorrow. But I wanted to talk to you all about that because you have to learn that Satan is a debater. He's a debater. God is a declarer.
All praise, glory, honor to the Father and Son. How y'all doing, Israel? Just here right now with this small, brief conversation. And we'll be putting something on your mind. And we will be talking about a wise person who will hold their tongue. A wise person will hold their tongue. It's not going to be long, Israel, today. Just something the Father put on my mind. Been on my mind for a little while. It was like every time I got ready to have this conversation with y'all family, something always pop up. Even though y'all see one of them at the plantation, but it's a beautiful thing to still be at the plantation and put this work in, you know, on the lunch break. You know, it's the best way to feed that old spirit body. Feed it. Feed that inner man. You know, we need to do this daily and nightly, evening too. So, you know, we need to do all phases, you know, and together. You know, the conversation on the phone, conversation, FaceTime, conversation at home with your wife or with your husband if you're a lady. You know, I'm going to say it like that because you know how wild it is today in this world. So, I thank the Lord for allowing us to come together again. I thank the Father and the Son. I thank him. Thank the Elohim, Most High, King Yeshua. Thank them for allowing us to come together one more time. And I thank my brother that been doing these lessons and on these lost books. So, you know, I've been looking to myself and what I love to do, you know, is set them all down. Then go look up all the versions of the Bible. And that's where you'll find out how to switch this word up. And that's why the Father said in his book, you take away from his word what he going to take away from you. And if you add to his word, what he going to add to you. And they did that real clever and real slick. I used to kick reading these different books. Really did used to kick, you know, and the Father always used his own people to show you why you kicked and why you shouldn't have kicked. Because he do everything at his time, not your time at his time. Well, my time then. Now it's becoming my time to read these books they took out the Bible and do my best in my ability that he gives me to make sense out of it. You know, we coming in a time right now, our own people there in this truth don't want to even believe each other. They don't even want to sit down and look at the matter. They don't even want to go look. They don't want to do no research because a lot of our people's minds still stuck. Education did that to us when we was living in the world. Now it happening in this truth. I held my tongue a long time. And the Father said, you picked the right time to say something. And this must be the right time because he got me saying it. So we need to look at the matter of the whole situation where everything had been presented to us. Because we know what the world did, present us lies. And we seeing the same thing happening in this truth because people's minds are closed. They don't even want to read. They don't even want to look at certain things. Look at it before you say something. Ask the Lord to show you. You know, I was reading something today, early. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna talk about it briefly, then I'm gonna get into this real quick and get it over with, Lord willing. It was out of Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 40. And it said, let us search and try our ways. And then what else did it say? And turn again to who? The Lord. Let us search and try our ways. And turn what? Again to the Lord. See, we've been trying our ways for a long time. And the Lord allowed us to do these things. Most High allowed us. But what we had to do, we had to turn back around to Him. To them, I just say, as one. So that's what we getting back to. We see what's going on in this world. We know what's about to go on. And got our people mind going this way and that way. We don't need to worry about it. We know who is our what? Covering. We know our safe place. In these scriptures, He gonna be there for us. Gonna protect us when the enemy try to come after us. Enemies, I should say. But with that said, Israel, let's get into this. We're going to start out in Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 2. Let's get it, family. Been a while, so I say let's get it. But let's get it. All right. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge. All right. All right. But the mouth of the foolish pour out foolishness. And see, fools pour out that foolishness. We see it all what's going on in this world today. Once upon a time, we was a fool doing foolish things. Thank the Lord that He got us up out of them ways and trying to keep us away from them ways. But it take us to put that work in too also. To be an example for our people. But let's go to Apocrypha. You know, this one book I kick against so hard when I first got into truth. But the Lord sat me down as I was keeping this old mouth closed, keeping that old tongue closed. Held that old tongue. He showed me some things, a lot of things that I ain't never seen people read in this book. So, you know, them things I will be reading that people didn't read out of this book. The whole Ecclesiastes should have been in the book, and I know it was in the book because they got an old Bible. It was in there. And they should have kept it in there because it's only a addition to Proverbs, actually. So I'm going to read 2 verses out of here, and eventually I'm going to be reading a bunch of chapters out of this Ecclesiastes because I want to show y'all it's the same thing in our 66 books. But let's read Ecclesiastes chapter 20, and we're going to read verse 1 and verse 7, I'm not mistaken. So let's get at it. There is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man hold his tongue, and he is what? Wise. See, we have to learn how to hold his old tongues, Israel. Family, we gotta learn how to hold the tongue. See, your tongue, like the book tells, the tongue is what? Life or death. You can create life with it, and you can take life with it. Because the Father allow you to. Not by you saying something and stuff like that, but you know, the Father allow these things to happen. Because He put it in His book, and He already said. His book ain't nothing but truth and the what? Light. But let's read verse 7. In Ecclesiastes out of the Apocrypha, chapter 20 and verse 7. A wise man would hold his what? Tongue till he see what? The opportunity. See, when you see that opportunity, after you held that tongue for so long, when you see the opportunity to say something about it, that's when you say something. Now, That's exactly what happened. It's the opportunity for me to say something. And guess who made that opportunity? It wasn't me, the Lord. And let's keep reading. But a babbler and a fool will regard no time. Because they're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you their feelings, snap out on you, or you're talking a conversation with them, they're going to just tell you everything. You ain't even asked for all that business. They told you everything. Babblers, no peace. So, y'all think about that. Let's keep it moving, though, family. Like I said, I'm not holding y'all long today. So, be an in and out situation, Lord willing. Because, like I said, lunch break, it ain't super long, but hey, it's long enough to get this lesson out. Let's move to Proverbs chapter 10 and 14. 10 and 14 is real. And let's read. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. We see that today. There's a lot of fools near destruction out here today. And you got a lot of wise men learn how to shut their mouth up and just listen, observe, pay attention. So that's what time it is, Israel. It's time to pay attention. Everybody waiting for the eclipse, and the Father and the Son told us about waiting on, looking for signs. He gave us a sign we do every 7 days. It's the Sabbath. That's a sign he gave us to do. So we need to get to doing them. So, but we got so many people. They waiting on these things. These folks playing games. And they going to keep playing the game long our people's minds still elsewhere but in this book. And these books that he gave us to read. Search all the scriptures. Search all these books to learn. Get a great understanding from it. Learn how to separate the foolishness. Don't be a fool. Spreading foolish things. Be a wise man. Hold on to that knowledge to the right opportunity to say something. But let's keep moving here, Israel. Let's move on to Proverbs chapter 29. We're gonna be in the Old Testament. This conversation right here. We'll be in this good old Testament. Proverbs 29 and 11. I'm getting there, family. 29:11. Let's read it. And let's get some more understanding of the Father and Son word. A fool utter all his mind. Woo, did we just say that? A fool utter all his mind. But a wise man keep it in till afterwards. Because he's going to let him do all that stupidity. And then he just going to, say what's plain or do what's plain need to be done and get out the way. We see a lot of those fools out here today. A heap of them. And we talking about in the truth. We ain't talking about that in the world. We already know what they do. We talking about right here in this truth, family. But let's keep moving. Hope y'all enjoying the conversation right now. Spread it to your loved ones. Spread it to not your loved ones. But spread it our way. You just spread the Father word. That's what we here to spread the word. Proverbs chapter 18. Let's move to 18 and verse 7. Family. Excuse me. Y'all know what time it is. Allergy season. Sinus and allergy season that jumped off. So you know how it go. In the midst of it. Okay, family, let me mark this again and we getting ready to read. All right, Proverbs chapter 18 and 7. A fool's mouth is his what? Destruction. And his lips are the snares of his what? Soul. Did y'all hear that? Read it one more time. A fool's mouth is is his destruction, and his lips are the snares of his soul. Don't let this get your soul tucking, your spirit tucking, your salvation tucking. Be mindful, be wise, learn how to hold your tongue. A lot of people gonna hear this conversation. They're gonna get upset. But hey, it's the Lord's word. You can't get upset with him, but you can get upset with me. I really don't, care, but I hope you just get something out of it. We got to learn how to hold the tongue. That including me and everybody else. They got a mouth sometimes that don't use this up here like they think they should be using it. Learn how to keep your mouth quiet. Keep that tongue planted in one place. Then, when the opportunity comes to say something. Let's move. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 33. Let's get it. Wisdom rested in the heart of him that have what? Understanding. And to understand this word, you got to do what? Hold that tongue. Be quiet. Listen. Even when you're reading to yourself, listen. Don't open your mouth too much. Read with your eyes. Sometimes you get a better connection with that up there. But let's keep reading the rest of the verse. But that which is in the midst of fools is what? Made known. Made known. It's a beautiful thing. In the midst of fools, made known. I love how the Father do this word in this book. It's amazing how he do it. He make you think before you start reacting all the time. Now let's go to Ecclesiastes in the book, and let's go to chapter 10. Let's go to chapter 10, and we're going to read verse 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are what? Grace. But the lips of a fool will do what? Swell up himself. We hear people pump up themselves all the time. Always pumping themselves up. Ain't knowing they ain't about to do nothing but do some foolishness. We see it all the time. We see even the truth. We see it. That's why we got to hold that tongue. Stop letting these two lips flap all the time. Read. Be quiet. Lord, get ready for you to say something. Guess what? You're going to say it. Let's move back to Proverbs again. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 21. 21, and we're going to go to verse 23, family. 21, 23. And let's get it. Matter of fact, we're going to read 23 and 24 in Proverbs chapter 21. You add that right there. Thank you, Lord. Let's get it. Whoso keep his mouth and his tongue, keep his soul from what? Trouble. That's why you got to close them lips sometimes. Keep yourself out of trouble. And keep your soul. A lot of our people that made deals with that old one, they gonna take you on down with you. Stop making, these silent deals and open your mouth and up, too much. You're doing too much. Learn how to be quiet. I say do that hush. More people do it for the Black Power movement. I do it like this for the hush. Just be quiet. You got to watch how you put your hands and stuff up these days too. They think you're throwing up all kinds of signs to other people. But, just saying hush, be quiet. And let's read 24. Proud and haughty sorcerers is his name, who dealt in what? Pride, wrath. See, a lot of times we do too much with this, and the Lord send that wrath on you, tear you up, twist you inside out. Now, one thing about the Lord, when he get on that ass, he gonna get you right. He gonna get you right now. He do way more damage than a man can do to you. Any man or woman can do to you. He gonna get you where you need to be at. He gonna put something on your mind, which is that hard. Right after he get finished chastising that ass, though. So remember that, Israel. You know, don't go losing your mind with your mouth. But let's move to Proverbs chapter 13. Proverbs chapter 13. And we're going to read verse 3. Verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his life. You hear that? He that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his life. Let's keep reading. But he that open wide his lips shall have what? Destruction. You know a lot of people like to open their mouth too much, wide and open. Damn big old mouth just a flap and don't know how to just shut it up and be quiet. The Lord telling us just hold that tongue and be quiet. Or he can tell us to shut up too. He the first somebody to tell us to shut that mouth up and know your role. So a lot of people don't know how to do that. They wanna keep running their mouth. To the Lord pop them. Like our grandma used to do it back in the day. You run that mouth, she'll pop you in that mouth. Whoa, pow, boy, shut up with all that. Now reach around there and pad me that rag. I can dry my hands off. Grandma didn't play no game. And Grandpa hit you so hard. Grandpa hit you so hard with them big hands. You think your spirit and soul knocked out you. You reach around there, hey boy, wow. Boy, shut up with all that for. You get your ass over there and get out of this house. That's Grandpa. Grandpa didn't play no game. Granddad, shoot. They get your mind right. The soul about you. But and you learn then what you do. You shut that mouth up. You keep that tongue in your mouth closed then. But let's keep moving. Let's go to Psalm 39. Psalm 39, family. I'm getting there. I'm almost there. Yes, indeed, family. 39:1. I said I will take heed to my ways, that I will sin not with my wet tongue. This is David talking to the Father's Son. Talking to him. I will keep my mouth with a bridle, just like a horse. That old thing, keeping that horse, old tongue in his mouth. While the wicked is before me. We got to learn how to do that. Because there's some wicked people in Israel. We got some wicked brothers and sisters. Yes, we do. Wicked elders, teachers, and all that. Whatever you want to call yourself. I ain't saying everybody. But we got some. Learn how to brow that tongue. Keep it in your mouth. Be quiet. Let them talk. Let them talk. To the right opportunity, the Lord gonna allow you to say something. See, that's what we got to learn. We really got to learn that, family. You know, I thank the Lord for even allowing this to even come out. Because every time I've been trying to bring it out for about the last, for a good little while. It just wasn't working. Even at home, it wasn't working. So, thank the Lord for this little time right here. And, that was the last verse of this. And I just, want to show you, even David, he cried out to the Lord, to the Son, and said that, I'm going to read that verse, and I'm going to end it. I take that back, family. It's not the last one. Forgive me. These two verses right here, that's easy to Proverbs chapter 17. Like I told y'all, we'll be in this old thing today. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 17. We're going to read 27 and 28. And thus says the reading. He that have knowledge, spare his words. Spare his words. And a man of understanding is of excellent spirit. Let's keep reading. Even a fool, when he hold his what? peace is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. All praise, glory to the Father and the Son for allowing me to bring out their word. Bring out his word. Just like he allowed his son to bring his word out. Thank you for allowing me to bring his word out. And family, I hope y'all got some understanding of this. A wise person will hold their tongue. But let me leave you with one more. Let me leave you with one more verse. Let's go to the New Testament. And I'm going to leave you with this verse. We're going to come out of Luke 10 and 16. Luke 10 and 16. One of my favorite verses right here is in red. And I just love this verse because it let y'all know this is not my word. I didn't write it. Our Father which set up high on third heaven wrote this. And his Son that sent it down and sent it back up gave it to us. So let's read it. He that heareth you heard me. And he that despised you despised me. And he that what despises me despises him that sent me. All praise and glory to the Father and the Son. And I hope y'all got some understanding with that word right there, family. Nothing but love this way to your way. Always love, family, no matter what. Always love and learn how to hold your tongue. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be out. Mississippi in every way. And I'm out. Blessings.
Man, look. People don't want that real, they just say that they do. Now people don't want that real, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet activity, violent negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself no more music glorifying evil, selling drugs, womanizing, killing our people. Then I hear a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. Next thing you know, I'm reciting all the lyrics. And my day don't feel complete unless I hear it. Inviting darkness in my spirit, this can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting, this can't be right. I must be blind to the effects, this can't be sight. Death is in the power of the tongue, cause this can't be life. Be careful what you get involved with, cause you can't support a cause, but then hate the effects that it causes. Do I really want change? Am I really who I claim? When that final day comes, Lord, will you call my name? It's just really on my brain. Do I really want change? Am I really who I claim? When that final day comes, Lord, will you call my name? It's just really on my brain. People don't want love, they just say that they do. Nah, people don't want love, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by the thrill of the chase, infatuated with a new name and a new face. I tell myself no more hollering at these girls. All I need is one, give her diamonds, give her pearls. But I'm steady looking past what's right there in my grasp. Someone that I could have, who would give me her last. Next thing you know, I'm talking to someone new. She don't love who I am, she just love what I do. First she used to ignore me, now she love to explore me. Was cool the first couple weeks, now she starting to bore me. This ain't right, feeling like a habit I can't fight. Think I might have to learn how to curb my appetite. All my life, I said that I've been wanting me a wife. Well, I can't spend all my time just chasing whoever's fine. Real. Do I really want change? Am I really who I claim? When that final day comes, Lord, will you call my name? It's just really on my brain. It's on my brain. Do I really want change? Am I really who I claim? When that final day comes, Lord, will you call my name? It's just really on my brain. Long live the King of Israel. New level, new devil.